Hi there, welcome back to our kitchen. Today we're going to make curry. Now just to give you some background, I grew up in Durban in KwaZulu-Natal in South Africa, and everybody who's ever lived in Durban knows that Durban is the place for curry. And my mom perfected the recipe to make curry, and what I'm going to show you today is how my mom made curry. It's a medium to hot curry. It's not too hot. If you don't like hot curry or even medium curry, then of course you can reduce the amounts of curry and curry paste that I'm going to use. But let me just run you through what I'm going to use. I've got some turmeric, cinnamon, I have coriander, cumin, nutmeg, bay leaves. Curry powder, I use the Rajah Hot curry powder, and then I also use a curry paste. This is ground ginger, and this is garlic, ground garlic, tomato puree, about a quarter tin. I've already used some of this, and I've just had this left over, so that's what I'm going to use today. We use a tin of coconut cream, a tin of butter beans, the white butter beans. We're going to use some butter, olive oil, potatoes, onions. I'll come back to this. I'm going to use some I'm using treacle sugar. You can use brown sugar as well, but I prefer the treacle sugar. A little bit of vinegar, apricot jam, carrots. Okay, let me come back to this, to my salt. I'm using a special salt mixture. If you haven't seen yet how I do this, I'll put a link on this clip as well, or in the comments, so that you can go to another clip where I show you how to make or to mix the salt. But I'm using this special salt mixture, and I can guarantee you, if you started using that in your food, you won't do something else. You won't use something else. And then, of course, the meat. 1.5 kilogram of lamb. I prefer lamb shank, so that's what I'm going to use. I think I've run through everything that we will need. On the YouTube clip, or on the comments, I will also give the recipe, exactly how much of each of the spices we need, and so you can follow it there. First of all, I'm going to start off by cutting the meat into slightly smaller pieces. They're fairly large, so I'm going to cut them in half or in quarters, and then I'm going to put them in my instant pot. That's what I'm going to use to make this curry. So let's start off with the meat. I start off by adding some olive oil to my pot, and then I put it on Sauté. Let's just get to the right place. Over there. This is the meat I'm using. As I said, I'm going to cube them. And then I add it into the pot. I'm going to saute it for a short while. Okay, I'm going to continue with this, and we'll come back to you just now. Okay, I'm through with the meat. Let me just get out the last few pieces. So this is 1.5 kilograms of lamb shank, which, as you can see, I've cubed. Now I'm going to add some butter to this, to the oil. There we are. And then I'm going to add onions. I've used 2 onions and They also cut into smaller pieces, and now I add them to the pot. And then I'm going to roast them as well. I'll be back with you as soon as this is finished. Okay, the onions are just about through, and now I'm going to add in all the spices, all the dry spices. I've already mixed them. Don't worry, down below I'll include the entire recipe, exactly how much of each spice you need to use, but I'm going to add it to the onions so that I can saute them together with the onions as well. It's such a pity that you can't get smells on YouTube, but I can assure you that it smells very, very good. I've now sauteed the onions and added the dry ingredients. I've sauteed that as well. Now I'm going to add the meat, which I've already sauteed before. I'm going to add it to the mixture. And then I'm going to add all the wet ingredients, the tomato puree, this is the garlic and the ginger and the apricot jam, as well as the curry paste. That all goes in now. Then we add 1 tin of coconut cream. And please, before you open the tin, remember to shake it, otherwise you're going to get it in lumps and pieces. Give it a shake before you add it. And then just a few bay leaves, 3 or 4 bay leaves for taste. I'll give it a bit of a mix, and then I'm going to close the pot and cook it on the pressure cooker for 20 minutes. I'm closing the pot now. Make sure that it's on steam. I switch on the pressure cooker and set it on 20 minutes. 20 minutes, and I'm just leaving it like that. I'll see you as soon as it's through. Okay. The cooking process is finished. I'm just letting off the excess steam. Then I'm going to add the potatoes, the carrots, and I use butter beans in brine, and I include all the fluid as well into the pot. It smells good. Add the potatoes, the carrots, and the butter beans. Then we close it up again. And then we need to cook it for another 8 minutes. And then when that is finished, we'll be back. Well, there we have it. Curry and rice, like my mom made it, with all the condiments that you wish for. And we're going to enjoy a wonderful dinner together. If you are so inclined, you might want to complement your curry and rice with a bottle of Chardonnay. I found that Chardonnay is a very good wine to drink with curry and rice. So we're going to enjoy it this evening. Thanks for watching.